welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm doing a spring beauty haul. So MAC and Sephora have recently had some sales and I have picked up some things. Your girl's been shopping, okay? Some of them are old favorites, some of them are new items that I have been loving, so let's get into it. The first item is the Sephora Velour Makeup Face Puff, and this I'm actually looking forward to using. I actually picked this up prior to the VIB sale. There was a sample that I wanted to try on Sephora and I needed to purchase something, so I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and get it. It was $7. All the girlies that I've been seeing on TikTok and on YouTube, they've mentioned purchasing theirs from Amazon and getting like 3 for $10 or something like that. So I'm pretty sure it would have been much cheaper there, but you know, whatever. Next item up is the Born This Way Ethereal Light Illuminating Smoothing Concealer. And let me tell you, so the shade that I have is in Chocolate Truffle. So during the VIB sale, I went and I picked up some things like I mentioned, and my daughter actually was shade matched for the Chocolate Truffle. Turns out it wasn't her correct shade. And I was like, you know what? Let me just try it, you know, because I've been looking for a moisturizing type of concealer and I've heard lots of good things about this one as well. So I was like, okay, let me just try it and see if it's my match. And it was my exact match. So I have been using this as my everyday concealer. I wouldn't say it is quite smoothing because I still do see fine lines, but I do love the way that it gives my under eyes like this brightness, this, you know, well moistured look. So far I've been using it as like my no makeup look. Literally, I put the concealer on and I use my skin finishing powder, and that's my everyday makeup look to go to work, and I just love it. The next item I picked up in Sephora during the sale was, let's stick with makeup right now. So I picked up the Milk makeup. It is the Pore Eclipse Matte Setting Spray. And let me tell you, okay, I have used this thing twice and I must say, I love it. I love it. So tonight I have some makeup on. As you can see, I have a full face of makeup. My face, it is currently 11:55 p.m. and I want to say I did my makeup around, oh my gosh, I did my makeup around 5. So it's been a couple hours since I've done my makeup and I only blotted once just because I was coming on camera. But the only thing is tonight I did use my Prep and Prime, which I'm an oily skin girl, and with the Prep and Prime I find that it doesn't keep me matte. But anyways, I wasn't quite sure if I was trying to go for like a dewy look or if I was going for a matte look. Anyways, I sprayed the Prep and Prime and then I sprayed the Milk Pore Eclipse on top of it. And I must say, you know, I got home around 2200, so that's 10 p.m. And when I got home and I looked in the mirror and I was like, wow, my skin is still skinning out here. I've also used this setting spray a couple weeks ago, and yes, I must say I stayed matte. I will do a video, or probably will just insert a picture of me wearing the setting spray and what my makeup looked like at the end of maybe, I want to say it was probably 7 or 8 hours, but so far it's giving what it is supposed to give. I'm loving it. I think this is actually going to replace my Urban Decay All-Nighter. So yeah. During that sale at Sephora, what else did I pick up? I picked up the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Been loving that too. I've never really been one that's been into highlighting and contouring, but I'm like, you know what? Let me just give it a try. So I went and I picked up this shade in Amande, so it's medium deep, and so far it's been giving. I'm actually wearing it tonight and I'm really enjoying it as well. So I think that might become a favorite of mine. Something else that I also picked up during the sale was the Makeup Forever HD Flawless Skin Finishing Powder, or whatever you want to call it. I no longer have it. The shade that I ended up purchasing was the incorrect shade. And I was like, you know what, like I'm not gonna fight with a shade or a product that I don't need. I wanted to try it because I've heard good things about it, but I was like, you know what, I don't need it, return it. I also did pick up the Sephora Skin Finishing Powder. I heard that was a good dupe to the MAC Skin Finishing Powder, And I never actually tried that because it's like, you know what, like I'm not gonna be fighting with products right now and the sale's ending. MAC, I didn't pick up my skin finishing powder at MAC when they had their 25% off. This was just before the VIB sale started. I was like, you know what, like I'll just get all my stuff at Sephora. Anyways, went to Sephora, picked up the Makeup Forever powder, picked up the Sephora powder, and I was like, this isn't working. So MAC had another sale where you got, I want to say $20 off if you spent $75 or $70, something of the sort. So I was like, you know what? Holy grail. Okay, so I was like, this works. I'm going to stick with it. So that's what I did. During that MAC sale, I also picked up just a, you know, makeup brush cleaner because you got to keep your tools clean. I also did pick up one of their lip glosses in the Bittersweet Me. I'm currently wearing the Bittersweet Me right now. I'll insert a picture. It's such a beautiful shade. I also did pick up Spites. So I have a mini in the Spite. I haven't tried this shade yet, but I have seen a lot of YouTube girlies using this shade, and it's a dark girl friendly color, so I am looking forward to that. During the Sephora sale though, I did pick up my Youth of People's Superfood Air Whip Moisture Cream, kale and spinach with hyaluronic acid. Love this stuff. However, I have been finding that it's not giving my skin as much moisture as I need it to give. So I've recently also added some pure, or to say hyaluronic acid to my skin routine. So I've been misting with rose water and applying the hyaluronic acid and then using my moisturizer to see if that will help me be a little bit less oily and give my skin the moisture that it needs. Another favorite that I picked up was the Pharmacy 10% Niacinamide Night Mask. Love this stuff. I use this every night, so that's a part of my skin routine. So that's my nighttime moisturizer. The Youth of People is my daytime moisturizer. I've also recently picked up some La Roche-Posay. I'm probably saying that incorrectly. My daughter is getting me into sunscreen. Okay? We were recently in Jamaica and she's like, every day she was like, are you wearing your sunscreen? Are you wearing your sunscreen? And I'm like, no, I'm not. And then she looked at my face, she's like, you have a sunspot. And I'm like, what? So anyways, I picked up some sunscreen. So I haven't, it's been about 2 or 3 weeks now since I picked up the sunscreen and I haven't used it yet. It's just something that I'm gonna have to, like, you know, build up and now incorporate into my everyday routine. For Mother's Day, Sephora, well, leading up to Mother's Day, Sephora was having the, you would get 4 times the points on any fragrance that you would purchase. So, you know, I picked up the Black Opium. I think this was a great deal. I want to say this set was $84. It comes with a 1 fluid ounce or 30 ml bottle, and it also comes with the 10 ml travel bottle. And why I say this was a great deal was because the 10 ml alone is $44, I want to say, on Sephora's website, and I added another $40 and it gave me an extra 30 mils. So I was like, okay, this is what we're gonna get. So I love it. The only thing I want to say is that I don't think it lasts very long. So this is what the set looks like. I don't think it has like very much staying power. Like, I'm forever going to be a Bright Crystals girly. Like, that's my ultimate favorite. Like, yeah. But I mean, this smells really good, but it just needs to last a little bit longer. I did also pick up so I was in Costco and I saw they had the original makeup eraser. So here it is. It is a 7-day travel set, and this was $14.99. So this entire set, it was 50% off in Costco. When I grabbed it, I was like, oh my God, what a deal. So I picked it up and I love this stuff. So I want to say maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I have a mini one that I purchased at Sephora. So it was, I want to say it was 250 points that I did use to purchase the mini one, and it's really good. I'm always using the wipes. I love those MAC wipes to remove my makeup. But I'm like, you know what? Let's save. And this stuff works really well. It does get off. The product packaging says that it gets off I feel like I read it before and set up to 90% off, but I can't find it. But it does get off a lot of your makeup. So I find that I use it and I only have to wash my face once when I do have makeup on. Whereas if I'm not using this and I'm choosing to wash my face, I'll use like an oily type face wash, and then I'll go in with my regular face wash. Or if I use the makeup wipes, then I would go in with my regular face wash. But I'm like, you know what? Love this. Let's just be, you know, eco-friendly. And this is what it is. And this was a great deal in Costco because a couple days ago, I was in, I want to say maybe Shoppers. I was in Shoppers Drug Mart and they had just one for 20 bucks. And I got a whole 7-day set for $14.99 in Costco. What a deal. Oh, how could I also forget? I did pick up the Pharmacy Deep Sweep. So this is the current toner that I do use. I also did pick up the Pharmacy Whipped Greens Oil-Free Foaming Cleanser. These are like my favorites. So like I said, I picked up some old favorites. I also did pick up a couple ABH Brow Wiz Brow Pencil because, you know, I have tried using, I've been looking for a couple dupes. I haven't actually found one. I do enjoy using the NYX Brow Pencil. I think that's a good dupe to the ABH, but you know, ABH is just that girl. Brow Wiz is just that girl. So, you know, I had to pick her up. I do use her when I'm trying to have my makeup, you know, looking together. However, I do use the NYX just on a day-to-day basis just because it's cheaper rather than me doing brows every day. You know, Brow Wiz done increase their prices. So try to be economically responsible. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you have tried any of these products, if there's anything that I have spoken about that you're looking forward to trying, and yeah, just let me know. Thanks for watching. Until next time. I went to put my things away just now and I found this. I'm like, how did I finish the video and forgot that I picked this up during the sale? I got beef with this item. I shouldn't say all the items because I've only tried one item and it broke me out so bad. This is the Boissons. It is your Clean Routine Rapid Radiance Set. During the sale, I went to Sephora specifically for the eye cream. One of the girlies in Sephora once told me that the squalene eye cream was really good. So I was like, okay, during the sale, I'm gonna pick it up because it's like $74. So I was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna get 30% off, why not get it then? I went and she was like, oh, you know, this is a really good set. It was retailing for $46. She's like, you know, the eye cream will last you for a couple months and you get to try all the other things. I was also planning to try the squalene and vitamin C rose oil. So then that's when she was like, okay, if I'm gonna get both these items, just get this set, and it gets me to try some other things. Like I mentioned, my moisturizer, my Youth to People moisturizer, I've been finding hasn't been hydrating enough for my skin. So I wanted to add this vitamin C and rose oil to my skin routine prior to applying my moisturizer. Terrible decision, okay? I picked up, the sale started, I want to say maybe the day or 2 days before I was going on vacation. So I started using this oil, okay? I'm on vacation and I'm like, what is going on with my skin? I was getting like all these cystic acne on my face and I'm like, is it the linens at the hotel? Like trying to figure out what was happening with my skin. Like, is it the heat? And then I was like, something was like, what have you used that was new in your skincare routine? This little oil, okay? I was like, yeah, so no more. So yeah, the set's there. The only thing I haven't tried, so it does come with a squalene and lactic acid resurfacing night serum. Haven't tried it yet, haven't needed to. It also did come with the squalene and omega repair cream. Haven't tried that yet either, haven't needed to. I don't know, I gotta look more into these products to see whether or not there's something that I could probably transition into using, but yeah. I also did pick this up in the sale and it was bad. It was a very bad decision. Now I can say the video is officially finished. Thanks for watching.